first time with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Terrell Edmonds.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A quick pass out to Juju. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Texans 0. For Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 37.
First down.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Houston.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's on the pickup. Brings up.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Oh, he bowls over him. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. Gives it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw right away. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And there's James Conner showing his versatility with a nice reception and first down pickup out of the backfield. 3 years into his pro career, though, he hasn't played a full season, so they want to see durability increase for him. But during his Pro Bowl year in 2018, that's when he showed everything. 55 catches that year, only 34 in 2019. They're hoping those numbers continue to climb for James Conner.
At the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Roethlisberger going to give this one to Conner, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
28-yard line.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Claypool, the ball carrier.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Roethlisberger. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Intercepted by the
Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks.
First down
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
There's a familiar sight. T.J. Watt with a sack. And remember last year, he was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, and he earned it because he's been the top 10 in the league in sacks for 2 straight seasons. Really, really difficult to block coming off the edge.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to go down again. Devin Bush able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 41. All day, just like that.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Shakes off the sag. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Oh, he fakes a spike. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
First and 10.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go to Johnson again. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Tyson Alu.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
Johnson.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger will throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Prince Amukamara, and he will have a touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Sacked there by Whitney Merciless, and sometimes he gets overlooked on this Houston defense with J.J. Watt on that side of the ball. But remember, he was the 1st-round pick for this Texans team back in 2012, and in 2019 led the team with 7.5 sacks and 4 forced fumbles.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Watson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Complete to Duke Johnson.
Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
And the Texans.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Watson now to throw. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Highsmith in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Johnson on the return. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, it's Connor. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
A good carry and a 1st down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger, quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
They'll try to run it. This is Conner, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Every defense has goals that they want to accomplish in every game, and one goal that remains consistent, score themselves. They did exactly that, and now their entire team has a dose of confidence added to the game.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Next to score, Steelers 28. Texans 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson lets it fly deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Johnson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
The tackle.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, counter plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Roethlisberger to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Here we go. Lock 80.
They'll run on first down. Connor. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Coming to you.
Today's final
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Steelers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Houston, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.